What's good, interweb? This is your man Q back again with, you know what? I have an Animal Crossing video coming, mainly because I just restarted my 965. Let's get to the hours. My 965 hour or something like that. Something like that is some change. Um, it's pretty ridiculous. I'm proud of it, but it's ridiculous. But my 900 plus something hour, go back. If you don't go back, my 9 something something, as soon as I start getting on, my dog starts barking because that's what the hell he does. That's who he is. 980 hour playthrough here. Let me cancel that because I don't want to mess anything up. Um, I'm looking at it from OBS, so you know it's for those of y'all who don't know, OBS a lot of times it's a slight delay, or that's why the sound or something from the capture cards and stuff, it gives it like a slight 1 second, 2 second delay. But I wanted to get on here because I felt it was only appropriate that I hold a conversation for a quick minute, because I have took a sabbatical or a IRL break, to be honest, with everything, because it was just so many different things going on. Not only just personally good things, and then some things were just tedious life stuff. For those of y'all who are adults, it's tax season coming up, so you got to get that ready. And then if you incorporating business situations with Twitch and YouTube and donations and everything else, that's work. And dealing with senior parents, that's also a huge thing. Not to mention COVID as well. But I wanted to get on here and basically just chop it up with y'all and see what's happening. You know what I am going to do? This is what I am going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap it up, and then I'm going to let that go on the backdrop while I continue to do what I do. As y'all notice, let me know how you feel about the background here, because I've been using these for my vlogs a lot lately now, so that way it saves me on post-production. So instead of me just needing or having to, get on Premiere and cut and everything when it comes to my vlogs, I can just straight, legit do it from OBS, record it, it goes to a folder, and then upload it. So everything now has become about working smarter instead of working harder, especially when you have more than one or two different things that are going on at one time. So the shirt store is still up and running. My apologies for those of y'all who have ordered some shirts, especially like the Goku, the Geek Gi. What happened is that's being shipped from another area, from another country. You know how capitalism works. For those of y'all who don't know, it's easy to outsource things from other countries and then bring it here and actually pay the real deal Holyfield rates for stuff here, because people we having to fight trying to get $15 an hour out here, which as soon as we get $15 an hour out here in the States, especially in California, then everything else, the cost of everything else is going to go up, because legit my favorite meal has become my fat reducer meal, which is El Pollo Loco, which is a good meal. The quarter chicken meal, you get 4 pieces, or the half a chicken meal, you get 4 pieces of chicken grilled, which cuts the calories. The brown rice, the salad, that's what I usually get, and like the corn tortillas, for $10.76. But if you add a drink, which I normally do, and I'll drink some of that sparkling water, that Gatorade, it'll be like 11 something. See, as soon as I get on, I told y'all it always happens. So what we gonna do is, the show must go on. Plus, it's one of the telemarketing numbers. Quincy doesn't answer numbers that's not logged in my phone or that I was expecting a call from. Leave me a message. I'm in my late 30s. I still listen to messages. Leave me a message. But as my IRL stuff, my mom's, my grandfather, they're still doing good, thankfully. My mom's and I, everybody that's in my close proximity, has gotten the vaccine. At least the immediate family have gotten the vaccine. Oh, maybe that's the message. They have gotten the vaccine. I know a lot of people um, have a certain way or thought about getting vaccines, and I think I've made this overly emphasized multiple times. But that's a personal decision, and as y'all can tell, I'm black. I was born black. I'm gonna die black. The only time I ever was light skinned it was when I first came out my mama's womb. But that didn't last too long because my grandmother said, she said, baby, look at that boy's ears. Of course, I don't remember this. That's what I heard from the grapevine. Look at that boy's ears. His ears is black on the on the ear. He gonna be, don't worry, he gonna be black. He gonna be dark skinned. But so I say that to say this. I understand what happened with us with the Tuskegee, with syphilis, with the experiments, with so many things of stigmatic racism, systemic racism, excuse me, and everything else that goes on in between. But seeing my grandfather almost die from COVID straight from like when me and you were at, and I had to mask up and shield up and body paint up and war paint up and watch him like damn near cut his lungs out and trying to protect him and my mother from getting it, and then one of his friends dying, one of my partner's mom's best friends dying, so many other people, and how it hits the black and brown communities, especially if I personally, which I, had a decision, if somebody put it on the table, like, do you want the virus or you want the vaccine? I'm going to definitely take the vaccine because at least it gives me a huger chance to fight off the virus or put antibodies in my body, in order for me not to catch it, especially being so close. In places like Los Angeles, where I'm at, and New York, and Chicago, and shout out to Chi-Town. We see you. But I would far rather have the vaccine than get the virus, because I've seen what it does to people up close. And I almost said something bad, but ninjas out here don't listen. Big city folks don't listen. Matter of fact, a lot of folks don't listen. It's hard to mandate and tell people what to do and how to do it with their bodies, their lives, and themselves, and family, and workspaces, and all those things in between. But I've seen the other side of it, and I don't want it. Bad enough when you get the vaccine, it does make you feel shitty. Like the first time I got it, the first dose, it was like, ugh, ugh. It was all right. My tongue felt a little thirst, and then I got slightly dizzy, but that was cool. The second dose of the virus, the second dose of the vaccine put me on my ass for 2 days. Real shit. So you do have to be prepared and ready for that. I was blessed enough to be in a situation where in my 30s I was able to get the vaccine, and again I credit that to the universe and everything, how things work out, because again I was so in close proximity with that. So of course, that's some IRL stuff that I was dealing with at the same time, but I have been streaming as 2-3 times a week over on Twitch, and I have been making a more conscious effort to be streaming more here on YouTube again. I'm still not going to stream gameplay. Like, this is probably going to be the extreme of what we get for gameplay here on YouTube, because I like to exclusively do that on Twitch. And y'all know me. For those who don't know me, well, now you know that I love me some YouTube. My 5-year anniversary was actually on Sunday. Was when I created the Geek channel, but I didn't open up a video or upload a video until, when was it? April 1st. So I might do something like that for like an anniversary type deal or something. We'll see. But I've enjoyed it. I loved it, and I'm tired. Well, yeah, I am tired of being under the 1K boat. I understand some of the situations why I am, but I'm stubborn, and I really want to open up things on my own page because I get bored easily. I don't want to only talk about Nintendo. I don't only want to talk about Animal Crossing. The only thing that I might be interested in talking exclusively about, to be real, is role playing games and anime. Um, but I do like to talk about entertainment, and I do like to talk about other things, and it's possible. So that's one of the other reasons I decided to take exclusively my gameplay stuff and stream over onto onto Twitch. So you can catch me there Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I streamed last night some Animal Crossing for like 6 hours or so because we in the rebuilding mode of my Animal Crossing island of Refugee Island. And speaking of, I was able to find quite possibly my new favorite villager. I like to call them islanders because it's an island. And that's the homie Axel. He's a jock. He wants to play basketball. He's tall. He tall. He out here. He got the same birthday as me, March 23rd, 21 more days and counting. And then he's also an elephant, which is my favorite animal. So get him with the homie Quilson and everybody, which I got the cards for. It was one of the other reasons I got excited by restarting my island, and I got a chance to move my airport, which is the main reason that I wanted to do that. I also... lady, she gave me some suggestions about books because I've been really going hard in the paint lately with writing my story, Refugee. That's why people ask, why do I always use the name Refugee? Because Refugee is the name of my RPG, my story. And if you haven't seen it once, you're going to see it again. I gotta paint it, but the homie Cross Life is actually the lead protagonist for my story. I need to paint him again, or paint him. So I was suggested, which I knew about, the hero's journey with Joseph Campbell, but I did not know or read the Hero with 1,000 Faces. So I have about 5 books I need to catch up on. My voice acting book, this one, I need to finish my Black Sands book. So shout out to Black Sands. Wait, if I can find the book, I can actually give my dude. I can give him some. Oops, shit. I can give him some props. And why do I feel like my seat? I need a new chair. The seat tripped and dipped down. But for those of y'all who don't know about Black Sands, look at the ring light. Not making it nice. But Black Sands is basically the true interpretation of Elise. Not when it comes to fantasy powers, but this notion that black folks were not Egyptian is blasphemy, BS, and just downright not historically true. So my man's right here, Manuel Gotti. He actually, I just, Gordon, I didn't want to mess him up. He actually has a tale. I'm about halfway done with it. Again, I've just been busy. I'm actually right here on the 3rd chapter. The artwork is really great, and as a young child, if I was to read these things as a young black boy coming up, it would have been amazing. I used to paint my action figures black. My He-Man and G.I. Joes and Thundercats and other, Thundercats, because some of them still they didn't have black skins. They was cats. I get it. But in some of the interpretations, I just used to play them brown. Get off my back. I didn't understand why there was no one that looked like me in the media. And as a child, and as my mother, having a child, it's very hard to explain that. So to be able to see this now, when I have children, that's going to be a huge motivation. And it's also because representation matters. My son or daughter or son or both can look at that and be like, I can be, Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Say what you want to say about Princess and the Frog, that she was a frog during the whole movie. there's a sister on a Disney movie with the history that Disney had with people of color and people from Jewish and other religious and other ethnics. I can't even talk today. Other different ethnicities and cultures. So to be able to see yourself on that in RIP to Chadwick Boseman, to be able to see, Black Panther and a positive, an actual strong character, lead characters. We need more of that, and not just on February, which is the shortest month, 1st to 28th, and sometimes the 29th, which is one of the reasons that I posted and did different things and talked about Black History Month, which I am grateful to be acknowledged for Black History Month, but I want to take it even further and incorporate Black History Month into and throughout the year, because Black folks built America. We helped build America. We are the pioneers as well, with American culture and America. So the divide and separation that is still done, I want to basically, on Malcolm X's birthday, which is last week, I want to talk about his birthday on that day. When it comes to some other person of color that did something, I want to talk about them on the day of, just like everyone else gets days of. I never really was a big fan of the notion of, because I've seen it thrown back at me. Well, why are you complaining when you got a whole month? Well, shit. So you're going to give me the shortest month of the year and then tell me why am I complaining? So basically, well, you got this little month, so shut the hell up about the other 11 months of the year. Black folks don't only exist on February and in February, but that's a subject and a topic for a whole nother video. I just was giving my homie right here, Manuel, the shout out. I'm gonna start doing that again, more so when my schedule, which has started to get back to my normal schedule. I can sleep as a night owl again a little bit, so that's helped out a lot. So this is only $20 for the Ultimate Edition, and then my homie right here too, IRL homie, Anthony Piper. You might have heard him. He just got a deal. I'm not sure exactly what happened with Trill League, which is his version. It's a lot of parody, and his version of Black folks, if they were DC superheroes, and instead of Batman, it's Black Man, and then instead of Robin, I forgot his name because he switched his name. Oh, Sparrow. It's Sparrow because he was Trill Robin, but he didn't want no problem with DC and that copyright. And then instead of Wonder Woman, it's Wandisha. So it's a really great take. Also, only $20. You can find that online, Instagram, and all these other avenues. And then for me, Hood Tales, which is my first book, only $14.99, and it's basically I drew the pictures, wrote the book, first book. Proud of. I still need to do some better marketing to it, but proud of the book. And it's a retelling of urban fanny tales, urban fairy tales. From my perspective of just seeing things, so it ain't for your kids. It's more of like the Grimm brothers, but if you are a mature child, you could read it, but I still would suggest 12 and above for it. But the reason why I showed all three of these books, and I have a few others, but we're not going to go through that all day, is because support Black creators. Support creators. As being a Black man in America, and I hear it all the time, especially from my peers and friends and colleagues and other people. There's not enough Black people in media. There's not enough Black people in media. There's not enough video game characters that are Black, or when they are, they're like buried and they're stereotypical, which they did change them a lot to be like an evangelical for the planet on the new ones, which I like more, or they're like Shaz with the most pop. Even though I make stupid noises like that, but I do that intentionally. I don't do that because that's literally what I do. I do it to be a mockery of how they do. But yeah, you get it. You get it. At least I hope you get it. That's a joke. But we have to make more proactive decisions in supporting things that we ask. Black Sands is actually leading it's already, what is it, over $2 million, the biggest black owned indie company, and I'm waiting for the stock to come back. So also I've been getting ready to dibble in them stocks, because I love numbers, even though I'm not good at math, but I like money, at least, to pay my stuff and get things, so I ain't got to worry about things. How it goes. I would far rather be wealthy than being rich. I'm not really interested in being rich. I'm more interested in being wealthy and having where I don't have the need for things and have a house and a car I want and things for my future family. And you can tell I'm getting older. I'm talking about kids, marriage, and future family. Damn, I'm in my 30s. But that's a beautiful thing. But, I'm more interested in that, owning a home and then being able to invest in that home and add on and doing different things to be able to pass down to my generations and stuff and start a generational wealth which can pass down there for them, which is one of the things that's lacking in the African American community. Unfortunately, I'm the only, on my dad's side, matter of fact, am I the only? No, it's two of us. So on my dad's side, I'm the only to get a degree in college or to go to college. Unfortunately, and that's bad. And I'm going to break that generational curse. And I think it's me and my other cousin. He got a scholarship, but he's still in school for wide receiver. He's about 10 years younger than me. But shout out to my cousin, B Fish. But yeah, it's one of these situations where we have to break this yoke with things, and simple things. It's just, even if you don't read the books, I'm not telling you to waste your money on myself or any of my folks. I'm just saying we always ask for things, and then when somebody makes it, we don't want it. We want the characters that don't look like us or sound like us or are us. We'll support their versions of us instead of when someone makes our stuff. And we need to, as black and brown folks, take more accountability for that, which is in turn why Cross is a black protagonist, because they don't have, tell me, and then I'm gonna end the video here because I just went on a mini tirade rant. What lead black protagonist is in an RPG? Now wait. We're not even gonna talk about females. Neither. It's pretty bad. One of the homegirls was even talking about how they didn't have any Hispanic heroes either. And those are things that I feel that we as other ethnicities have to start doing for ourselves as well, much like a lot of the Asian culture and European cultures have done. And not to make it in a manner where we're excluding other people, but to be a realistic view of the world. Like in my story, it's not all black people, because in my life, I don't only deal with black people. Does that make sense? But other than that, WandaVision is amazing. I was skeptical about it. I wasn't gonna mess with it, but WandaVision is amazing, and I'm loving what Marvel has been doing with it, what Disney has been doing with it, what they've been doing with the IP of Star Wars, and the TV shows have actually in turn started being a lot better than the movies, and being that connectivity with it. I'm expecting and was hoping that we will see, Magneto and some kind of form of the mutants coming up soon here. So only time will tell. No spoilers on my part. I have not picked up a new game, Bravely Default or Persona 5 Scramble. Y'all know how I get with these RPGs, and I don't want to spend money on another game that I'm not going to be able to play just right now. So in turn, I took some of my funds and just redid things within the business and paid off some subscriptions. I'm on the notion to pay off yearly subscriptions now, like Adobe and Placeit and TubeBuddy and stuff, so I don't have to get those nitpicking $15 a month things here. Those are like super annoying to me. I would rather just flat rate it and pay certain things, out of pocket now than look up. Like today, I looked up in PlayStation. Keep on forgetting to buy the $60 subscription, and for almost 2 years now, they take out $10 a month, and that's on me. But things like that. So just some adulting stuff, just some adulting stuff. But I've been good, y'all. Again, I've been highly blessed and highly favored. I'll go into more details maybe one day, or probably not. Y'all don't need to be all up in my IRL shit too much, But I still, do some posts on Instagram once a day, which I'm trying to do Monday to Friday again, and getting things back acclimated, and tweeting and Discord. So more things to come. I don't want to make too many promises, because I'm always making promises and then I don't get a chance to deliver. But I will say this, y'all. Please stay tuned. You can follow me over on twitch.tv/The Geek Show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday. I was doing things at 2 to later. But I'm going back to my schedule again. It's starting to reset. So probably look for me about in the afternoon, 6 to 7 Pacific Standard Time. So like right now, it's just 4:10. So around 2 more hours from now, I'll be around. And then I will be back here on YouTube. We're on the road to 1K. So I will be here to stream on Thursday. The Pyra event. Because even though I like Nia more than Pyra, I still like Pyra. She's just vanilla. And Mithra is just Mithra, But I am really excited for them to be on Smash Brothers. I'm definitely going to play with them. And I might even stream over on Twitch Friday, do a Friday night fight night or something. I still need to finish Mario RPG. But anyway, those are going to be uploaded here. I'm going to make them smaller from now on. But as always in the web, I'm going on 30 minutes. You know how I can talk. I appreciate those of y'all who made it this far. Thank you. You can use me and do this just like a podcast, which I would still love to bring back at one time. I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I've been, what I was doing, and just in case I don't get a chance to make the 21 things you should do if you're just starting Animal Crossing today, then it'll definitely be up next week, or it'll be up later this week, maybe Saturday. But yeah, y'all, appreciate you. I holla. Remember, as always, I moved it over here to eat, sleep, geek, like James Harden. The beard. Repeat, I holla. Peace.